So this Yamaha 225DX needed some new tires. I tried pumping them up and they wouldn't hold air at all and only lasted maybe 5 minutes of ride time. So we're gonna match up the front one, order up some new front tires for it, and get those put on the rim. This one looks good still. Looks like they're 22 by 11 by 8. So the new tires came in. You can see they're the same tread as the front tire. So we'll get these put on. That looks much better. All right, we're back with the Yamaha 225DX. If you guys remember last video, we actually picked this thing up for 350 bucks. It was a really good deal. We got back home and we actually got to fire up and running last video. The tires were constantly going flat, so we ordered up some brand new tires for it and got those installed. You guys saw me do that in the beginning of the video. So those are installed, looking good. They match the front tire. This thing was also smoking really badly. So we are going to rebuild the top end today. We got a brand new bicycle piston, cam chain, and gasket kit for the top end, along with the valve seals. We're going to get this thing to stop smoking. We also got a brand new battery for the electric start, which we got working last video. So let's jump into the video and see if we can fix this thing up. So this pull cord mechanism is a pain in the butt. It doesn't retract all the way most of the time, so let's take that off and just see what's going on in there. See if these will budge. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Thought those were gonna be rusted in for sure. That one's broken off, it looks like. Ooh, that one's a little tough. Whew. Alright, we might need our tool. So close. Oh, there's a bunch of water in there. That's why. Look at that. I might have to cut that screw out quick. I think we finally got it. There we go. So it looks like there's just a bunch of water caked in there. So we'll take that apart and lube it all up. But there is a screw still there that I cut out. We have to use the vice grips to get out. Slowly coming. That one's really in there. go. There's one. There's one right here too. That one's really rusted on. That one's not moving. Oh boy. Oop, broke right off. All right, let's get all the plastics off, the seat off, so we can get to this top end. Got access to the top end here. So it looks like the mount has to come off right there. Pipe has to come off. Carb has to come off. At least those aren't stuck in there. There, that drops down. Drop down. Now we'll put this thing to tap dead center and just see what those valves are at. Might be a little tricky. Oh boy, it's on there pretty tight. There we go. It's moving now. There we go. I believe it's a T on this one. There's the T. Alright. If you look in there, you can kind of see the T. So now that we're at tap dead center, are the valves open? Yep, you can see the little bit of play in there. Not a whole lot. But they are open, so that's good. We'll set those to spec once we do the rebuild. But the valves look to be in good shape. At least they're open. Oh man. Those are on there pretty dang good. Holy cow. I don't want to break it off. Ah, she broke. Dang it. See if I can break it free. Now it's gonna break off too, I bet. Darn it. You can see both of those broke off. But you can see timing spot on. Line right there lines up with the arrow right there. We'll have to figure out a way to get these out. We might have to heat it up to get those out, but yeah, at least we got the cover off. 12 millimeter. There we go. Those are free. All right, let's zip those out. So hopefully these can come all the way out. Looks like they can. Those are some long ones. These those weren't in there very tight. Bolt out of here. Finally came off. Want to just tie up the cam chain so it doesn't fall down into the case here. Like so. Let's tie that to the frame for now. Should be able to pop this off. Hopefully we can get it off through here. All right, there we go. There's the piston. Looks like the arrow was pointing the correct way, so that's good. Get this gasket off of here. I will leave it on for now. I'll peel that off later. There's the tensioner we have to take off. Cam chain tensioner. Alright. Looks like it just has a couple Allens holding on the cylinder here. Now we're hoping that this is the standard stock bore size. If not, we'll have to order up a new piston. Oh, dang it. Ooh, that one's really tight. Thought I stripped that out for a second. That would have been bad. We're going to replace that Allen when we rebuild it. That one's really tight. Ooh, all rusted on. You can see the corrosion on that one. Alright, this should pop off of here. Let's see here. Cylinder looks pretty good. Make sure the cam chain doesn't fall down there. Crank looks good. Cylinder looks perfect. Couple light scratches on there that we can hone out. But you can see cylinder looks pretty good. Alright, piston. Rings were free. A lot of carbon on the top there. Huh. Really not a lot of blow by on the piston skirt. So we'll check the ring gap and see if the rings were just really worn. Could definitely be the case. Yeah, piston really doesn't look that bad. It's coming out smooth. Nice. Oh yeah, her rod looks nice and tight. So, little side to side play. Zero up and down play. That's what we like to see. No overheating marks on the crank. Nothing. Looks really good. Looks like a stock. Looks like a stock rod as well, so hopefully that piston's stock. Alright, here is the cylinder. Let's quick measure the ring gap here. And the piston size. We're hoping that it's the stock bore, because I bought a stock size piston. So here we go, moment of truth. It needs to be 70 millimeters. Let's see. Alright, that's the stock piston. So 69.88. So we lucked out there. Just kind of took a gamble. Doesn't have any markings on it. Oh yeah, ring gap looks huge. I'm not even going to measure that because you can't. Look at that ring gap right there. It's giant. Yeah, this definitely needed new rings for sure. Holy cow. Look at that ring gap right there. Jeez. That's really bad. It's the correct size piston because there's not a whole lot of play in the piston. Just quick see. That's probably like 5 thousandths of play, if that. Yeah. It's like 5 thousandths of play. So 0.0025 on each side. Which, I mean, that's not that bad. So the rings were just really worn. Let's get the new piston out. Check and see if that one fits. This is a Wiseco piston. They do have cheaper ones available for like half the price. Decided to go with the Wiseco piston just because it's a better brand, and I don't want to have to do this twice, so I'm putting the quality piston in there instead of the cheap ones. Here's what this one looks like. Beautiful. So arrow is going to point towards the exhaust. Just see what this looks like in here. Nice. Nice fit there. Nice and tight. See what the rings look like. So you can see you got a black ring with an N, and the bronze colored ring with an N. N points up on the piston, and if you have two rings like this, different colors, the black ring is going to be your second ring, and this one's going to be the first ring, so they're going to sit like that. Alright, let's try the first ring first here. Oh yeah, that's way better. That's what they're supposed to look like. So now you can see the ring gap there. Way, way, way smaller. Like maybe 14 thousandths. A little bit bigger. Maybe 17. A little bit bigger. It's on the bigger side. Alright, we're at 19 thousandths on that ring. Which, I mean, is still within spec. It's on the bigger side, but that's okay. And this one's going to be the same thing. You can see. It's on the bigger side. It's going to be 19 again, I bet. Yep, 19 thousandths just goes in there, so. Looks good. So we'll get that piston all set up. Alright, so we've got our ball hone here. You can see it just fits in here. So we'll be using that today. Just gonna use a little 2-stroke oil to hone this thing out. They make honing oil as well, but I have 2-stroke oil on hand, so we'll use that. A little oil in there. Move that up. Looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, piston going on. Arrow pointing towards the exhaust here. Alright. Putting a little gasket maker on it. Doesn't hurt. Then we'll put the gasket on top of that. Just a nice thin layer. Just in case there's any imperfections on there. This gasket maker will take care of that. And going on. Alright, let's try to get the cylinder on next. Alright, now we're working on the head here. So we're going to try to get these valve seals out. And to get these out, you need to take the cam out. So the cam is right in here. You can see it moving around. Those two bolts come out, and the bracket, and then the cam should slide out of here. Alright, now to get these out, it's a little bit tricky. You can see the pins are stuck in here that hold the rockers on. So what I found is that there's actually a threaded slot in the actual rod for that to go into. I had a fitting for my slide hammer here. So we're going to try to thread that onto my slide hammer, and we'll try to pull this out of here. And voila. That worked out pretty good. So that came right out. Get this off first. Thread this one into the other pin holding that one on, that rocker on. You can thread it in quite a way so you don't strip it out. We'll see if we can get her, get her to come here. There we go. This post into the cam here. Alright, let's try to pull this cam out of here. Now it's loose, now we just have to get it out. Alright, cam looks pretty good. Alright, rockers are coming out now. Hopefully. There's rocker number 1. Rocker number 2. Right, here are the valves. See all the carbon built up on there. There's the valve seal right there. Alright, time to get the next one out. Alright, there's the exhaust valve. Quick stick a magnet to them and see if they are steel. Exhaust valve does not stick. So you can't lap that one. This one does stick, so you can lap that one in. Using the little valve grinding compound here on the intake. Get our valve in there. We cleaned up the valve, no more carbon on it. Same with the exhaust valve. Alright, now we can suction cup it and grind this valve in. Alright, let's get our new valve seals out here. Get those installed. Press those on. Those are way tighter than the original ones. There we go. There we go. Reach into the chain tensioner here. Our T is lining up in there, and our line lines up right there with the arrow. So we are good there. Alright, the 4 main head bolts are 16 foot-pounds. The 2 Allens down here are 14 foot-pounds. I'm going to quick check the valve clearances here. Intake are 0.002 to 0.004 inches. Exhausts are 0.004 to 0.006. Here's 0.002 going in. That's perfect. So we're good there. And then 0.004 for the exhaust. We are perfect there, so we're probably right in the middle on each one. Alright, now we're drilling out these screws that were stuck in there. See if an easy out can do it. Ooh, don't want to get that stuck in there. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. One more try here. I think she's just locked in there. Alright, gotta up the size of the, we're just gonna have to retap it, I think. It's the biggest size we needed to go. Get her started here. Alright, we ended up getting a brand new battery for it because Electric Start was working on it. So we'll get that off. We'll get this bolt off. I think that was our ground wire that fell off as well. Hope that was making a good connection here. That's pretty heavy. I feel like that should come out. Got our new ground wire here. Fortunately, it's in red, but that's okay. Get that in. That tighten down. Alright, it is back to being complete. Got the rebuild done. Let's get the gas on. Let's see if she fires up. Haha, she fired up. Sounds pretty good. Alright, no smoke at all. Look at that. Running great. Zero smoke, so we definitely fixed that. Uh-oh. What the heck happened there? Alright, I just made a catastrophic mistake here. So the bolt right here backed out. I never tightened that. I was so involved with the timing that I completely forgot to tighten that bolt. So that backed out and the sprocket came out just before that bolt fell. I tried the electric start and the chain was just spinning. So luckily that sprocket was just halfway out and didn't break anything. The cam chain didn't get stuck. So we really lucked out. Hopefully nothing's wrecked. The cam looked good, the sprocket looked good, the cam chain looked good. So hopefully nothing broke internally. But yeah, so that was a close one. We're going to put it back together. I tightened that and torqued that down to, I think it was 40 foot-pounds. So she's not coming off now. Alright, let's see if she fires back up. Hopefully I didn't bend the valve or something. Oh yeah, fire right back up. That was a close one. Alright, so it was kind of backfiring and acting kind of weird. And would kind of stall sometimes and leak gas out of the carb. So it's like, what the heck would that be? So I checked the vent line and that was completely clogged with dirt. You couldn't even blow through it. So over time it built pressure in the carb and gas would be seeping out of here because of the pressure. And that's why it wasn't running right. So check your vent lines. All right, she's all good to go. Let's go take it for a proper break-in and test drive. All right, made it out to the land. Let's test this thing out. First braking ride went really well. No issues at all. I'm really happy with it. No smoking, no backfiring. There is a little popping on deceleration. So I'm gonna look into the carb a little bit more. And I saw it was leaking a little bit of gas out of there as well. So I think the float height set just a little bit too high. So we'll fix that up, but that's not a big problem. So yeah, she is pretty much done. The tires are nice on it. They grab well in the sand. So I'm really liking it. It's pretty fast for 225 too. It really gets up to speed. So hope you guys enjoyed the little rebuild on the Yamaha 225DX. It was fun digging into it, and the rebuild was very simple. These things are basically like a two-stroke to rebuild. Nothing to them. Very easy. Yamaha knew what they were doing with this three-wheeler. They made it easy to work on. Engine is accessible. You guys find yourself picking one of these up, don't be afraid to dig into it. Super easy to work on. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for next video, and until next time, we are out.